Are you connected?
Are you guys super excited for the webinar on Monday? You know, it's the do-over one. Like I told you about it. Like 250 people showed up and through the whole thing, the sound was horrible. And this guy here, you don't know who he is yet. This is one of my secret weapons. I'm going to introduce you in a second.
I've never made any sound mistakes myself either, by the way.
You make them all the time, dude.
I know.
Anyways, hey, it's John Cheplak, and I am here on, are we in Maidenbower Bay? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Maidenbower Bay.
Okay, good. Yep. We're in Bellevue, Washington, and I am here. Actually, I'll tell you the secret. This is Keith Krantz. This is my Facebook ads secret weapon. He has coached me for a year and a half plus. So many of you that have sat on webinars that I've had the opportunity to coach, the results start here. I always give credit where credit is due. So Keith, I'm spending some time here with you up at your house, and we've been throwing some things around. He's really busy. I'm super busy, but what have we been considering here today? What have we been chatting about?
You know, I don't know, maybe doing something specifically for the whole, real estate world, maybe? I don't know, maybe some training, Facebook training, some super ninja stuff for the real estate world. Maybe,
well,
maybe not.
And take inside his secrets right here. Keith is the author of The Ultimate Guide to Facebook Advertising. And so we are both pretty busy guys. We know that you are all wanting to expand in the Facebook environment, so we are considering putting together a training. We'll keep you posted. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you guys all Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the webinar. I will put a link here in the caption for this video. And anything, how about any tips that you would leave them with, Keith?
Well, first of all,
the big mistakes that people are making on Facebook. I mean, Keith, how many millions of dollars are you running?
You know what? Here, I think you're there. We go.
Are we screwed up? No,
yeah.
you're there.
Oh,
there you are. All right, good. Oh wait, we're going to tell people how to market on Facebook, and we can't do it right. So what are the big mistakes that you've seen people?
Okay, so honestly, it's just stuff we were talking about earlier. And first of all, I appreciate the compliment. But I learned from this guy. I mean, just as much as you learned from me on the Facebook side and the tactics, is I learned from you. And I love seeing what you're doing on how to speak from your heart and how to really be your authentic self. And so, oh man, we talk about this all the time in my whole world. We've got a lot of different businesses from all over the world and a lot of different industries, from local businesses, small businesses, service-based businesses, to big e-commerce software products and stuff like that. And I guess spending a lot of money, because we have an agency side of the business as well as coaching, and about $2.5 million a month or so in ad spend, kind of overseeing.
So let me say that again. So you're overseeing about $2.5 million in ad spend, and you guys have been in those big numbers for a long time, which gives you a real pulse on human behavior.
Yeah, just lots of different industries. It's not like one client that's like a Coca-Cola or anything like that. It's just like a lot of people spending $1,000 a day or $100 a day, or a few people that are spending $10,000 a day, but they didn't start that way. None of our clients did. And the reason why most of them were able to say, hey, I'm stressed out about spending $50 a day, to today where they're spending $13,000 a day, some of them, and it all comes down to one thing every freaking time.
What's that?
I don't even know. It's a secret.
We can tell them.
No, honestly, it all comes down to the messaging, and so I talk a lot about.
So it's not. Wait a minute. So I want everyone to hear this. So
it's the targeting.
It's the targeting. They've got the wrong target. Talk about that one.
Target audience in the bidding. You gotta learn your target. No, actually, I'm just kidding. I'm being sarcastic, for real. So I've actually done webinars in the past where we talk about Facebook's superpower is actually your kryptonite, because so many people are focused on the stuff that makes Facebook amazing and Instagram amazing. Like the targeting capabilities are ridiculous. But the thing is, they're so good now that they do all the heavy lifting for you if you let them. But the problem is most people just try to sell stuff to people when people aren't quite ready to buy yet. And once people start to understand, to actually connect with people on a human level like you do, and understand that people need that, just a little bit of a constant somewhere in the background so you can connect with them at a deeper level. It's all the messaging, period. Once you get right, you get one good ad, like one video, it's sometimes game over. It's kind of crazy.
Well, it's like, you've seen the parking lot walk around video. So have they. I've shown it to you a bunch of times. Many of you guys have seen it. It's like at 600,000-700,000 views, and it just runs and runs and runs. I think today you were doing a Facebook Live with a group. You're talking about people that came in that were spending about $500 a day, and now they're up to $5,000 a day.
$13,000 a day.
$13,000 a day on Facebook
Yeah,
ads.
they were spending $600 a day was the first screenshot a year before that.
Wow.
Yeah, and it all started from doing one video ad that was, the first one was 9 minutes long. 9 minutes, okay? Not the quote unquote, you gotta be under 90 seconds, you gotta be 1 to 2 minutes long because people don't have an attention span on Facebook, right?
Right.
So
myth buster there, right?
Yeah, it's when people ask me how long should a video be or how long should my, the copy, the writing, the words in your post be, I say as long as it needs to be, period.
Right.
And so if somebody is interested, they'll keep reading or they'll keep watching. If they're not, it doesn't matter if it was 2 minutes or 20 minutes. So that's the key. It's to getting that right. And the thing is that a lot of the other stuff, the tactical stuff that we do offer people, yes, we have checklists and all these ops manuals and stuff that we let people download with our courses. But if you don't get this part right, and it takes sometimes some time. You can't just copy and paste, right? Everybody wants to copy and paste.
Right.
They want just a quick solution, but it's like the reason I started my webinar today by talking about how I started my day in that lake.
You jumped in the lake. We're in the Pacific Northwest.
6th today. Okay, I go in that when I'm here. This is the cabin, the DWM Creative. What?
Oh no, I hit you with that.
Oh, I thought you were tapping me.
No, I hit you with the book.
But he just touched me over here. No, just kidding.
Don't tell him.
But the reason I start out most of my days, or always in my day if I can, in either an ice bath or in this water. I love it as we get colder and colder into the winter because it's colder and it's more therapeutic. And yeah, I could spend 3, 4 minutes in there because I'm acclimated. But I don't go in there because it freaking feels good, right? Well, it does when you get out though. But I go in there because of what happens afterwards. It's because my immune system goes from here to here. I don't get sick. I haven't gotten sick for 2 years, right?
I know that
I have
one.
more energy. I sleep better.
Yep.
And so sometimes we have to do the hard work. And sometimes the Facebook stuff, is it worth spending a little bit of time figuring out what really works? So everybody especially with real estate, oh my gosh, it's like nobody's doing this stuff. And we think of a big audience in our world because we have a lot of businesses and clients and coaching clients and students and everything where they sell to people all over the world because they sell physical products or digital products. And so a big audience is 5 million people maybe, right? And so a really small audience on Facebook is 150,000, 200,000. So we're talking local. If you're a real estate agent, every audience is small. You don't have to worry about the targeting because you can reach everybody for so cheap.
That's right.
And if you do it right, you can have these small budget campaigns just running, and your organic stuff gets
crazy play
100 times more reach because you've put a little bit of money in it before, but also more importantly, you put the work in to figure out how do I really connect with my people.
Yep.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
So those of you that just jumped on and those that you watch, this is my secret weapon, Keith Krantz. He's the author of The Ultimate Guide to Facebook, so you can buy it. Anyways, we're going to get back to work here. I'm up here visiting him at his house and talking about some more progressive. I mean, every time I sit with him, as he's so close with the folks at Facebook in world headquarters of advertising in Austin, Texas. So, and at the same time, what we're going to do is we're going to chat about the possibility of putting an online training and coaching program together with his expertise. A guy that's running $2.5 million a month in Facebook ads. The gentleman, if any of you have had some, good experiences from what I've shared with you that's helped you, well, it comes from him. This is my coach. This is my mentor. So, Keith, anything you want to leave him with before we go?
A lot of people are asking about Instagram lately these days.
Oh,
too.
Instagram, yeah.
And it's the same. Guess who owns Instagram? Facebook. But it's different. It's slightly different. But the core strategies, like we were talking about in there, and I'm sure you'll be talking about on your webinar, and maybe if we do something together, that we'll be talking about as well.
So.
There's some subtle changes. There's important things that are different for sure. Like you're limited to a minute with video and stuff. But the core principles you want to make sure you do. And right now the thing is with Instagram is the organic reach is like Facebook was 2-3 years ago. And so if you can actually put if you focus the next 90 days or the next 9 months even and went all in on building that just audience. Even if you didn't sell any houses, and you just build up that branding and that authority. Every time you make a post on Instagram, if you do a story, everybody sees it. Like they're not, their algorithm isn't kicking in and splitting stuff up quite yet, but it's close. They're going to be, and costs are going to go up. So it's like
It's time to get on that.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, it is. It's seriously
Awesome.
So-
We're gonna get inside because it's kind of chilly out here and we got some work to do.
Amazon. Yeah, it should be the #1 book if you search Facebook advertising.
Keith
Just
Grant's.
search Facebook advertising. It's a co-author I wrote, but my team and I wrote 90% of the book. The only chapter, Perry Marshall wrote the first chapter, kind of the first chapter, and then we wrote the rest. So yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Talk to you guys later. See you on the webinar Monday. Bye.